Cyber Threat Alliance is the first industry trade association, so it's competitors in the space, but cybersecurity practitioners getting together to tackle problems of threat intelligence sharing and much more that we've set up with our new governance structure as well. So the founding members is founded in 2014. The Cyber Threat Alliance was founded in 2014. Fortinet, Symantec, Intel Security, and Palo Alto Networks. We just recently, this week, we're pleased to bring on board also Checkpoint and Cisco as additional founding members to the group as well. Yeah, so initially when we set up the Cyber Threat Alliance, we wanted to get together as an ISAC type mentality, so Information Sharing Analysis Center, but doing something unique, something different that, there's a lot of ISACs out there that share information. One of the large problems we found is that there's a lot of information out there. A lot of the times it's not vetted properly. A lot of this information is very cumbersome, right? A lot of it's delivered in PDF documents and it's very manual. So when we first got together, we were sharing unique malware samples. This was back in 2014 with the Alliance. It was good. We're getting about 25 to 30% new visibility on unique samples. So if another member were to share it, as an example, Fortinet would gain visibility into that and vice versa. We wanted to take that a little further into this new world of advanced threat intelligence sharing. So develop something that rewards context. Context is king, right? If you can say that I saw this malware sample associated with this threat actor, or this IP address, or this URL, we wanted to create an ecosystem to allow that to do it. So concrete what we've done so far, we developed the CryptoWall 3 paper. This was over a year ago now. This was a good example where even as competitors, we got together and we took our brains, right? Our intelligence, we took our analysts, the humans, put them together on weekly calls, and we created a great white paper. We found $325 million associated with this ransomware operation. It was a very good experience, but it was very cumbersome, and that's what a big challenge that the industry faces. It's very manual, humans getting on calls and things like that. So since then, and the biggest milestone that we've achieved to date is we've developed a new platform now. So this is what we call the CTA platform. And this, so the founding members are currently plugged into this, meeting a new minimum thresholds, 10,000 points a day. It's not a play-to-play organization. This is a nonprofit. We just incorporated last week. It's a not-for-profit organization. And what we're doing with that right now is setting the bar. We want members to contribute. That's a large problem with ISACs out there today, right? So there's free rider problems, other things out there. So what we're doing now is for any member, they have to make sure that they hit this daily minimum. That can be malware samples, it can be URL addresses, IPs, there's various bits of intelligence that can be shared. That's a big milestone. So we got that platform developed. It's the first in the industry. We're using sticks as well. And the industry hasn't really figured out how to use sticks properly, and I think this is a great working implementation of that. The platform, of course, allows visibility in building context on these indicators that we're sharing. And at the same time, we're trying to solve the last mile problem. That's the other problem. So we wanted to take direction of this because we're experts in this space when it comes to the security vendors and that. We're using the platform to take intelligence in and automatically put that into security controls for our customers. So that's cumbersome for a customer to be able to understand that and do it. So automation is a really big piece too. So sticks is a way it's an expressive language, right? It's a way, originally developed by the DHS and MITRE, now it's under OASIS umbrella, so there's a technical committee associated with that. It's a specification it's a language. It describes how an attack happened. It's very important because if you're in the world of threat intelligence and information sharing, you got to be able to describe an attack. So it's a format where we can transport intelligence, and then it's up to us as security vendors and the Cyber Threat Alliance to be able to interpret that and to take action to that. So sticks itself doesn't allow any action. It's a way to express language, but we're taking an industry standard now, and that's something we're mindful of with the Cyber Threat Alliance, and we're putting that into our own implementations on the back end, and the CTA platform as well. Yeah, so currently, CryptoWall was the example I gave before. More recently, we're focused right now on getting the intelligence populated in the database and putting it into actionable security controls. So we're not actively going after takedowns right now. We're on the defensive side, and we have success with that. So again, we're getting all the intelligence in. That was the first building block of the CTA. So now we have the active members plugged in, taking in intelligence, putting that into control. So we have success stories across the board. With Fortinet as an example, we're taking in intelligence, we're putting it into our security fabric. So this is the integrated approach to intelligence and technology. So we're putting that out to our customer base. We're seeing active detections on this intelligence. So that's a direct indication that what we're getting is useful and that we can actually stop it and do something about it, right? And that overall reduces, at the end of the day, collectively together, we realize as cybersecurity practitioners, our products are out there across the world in all these data centers, all these different customers. So collectively together, if we can share that intelligence and implement it into our security controls, that's going to make it much more expensive for the cyber criminal operators to operate because it's a much larger defensive barrier that they have to hop through. Yeah. Yeah, so quality of intelligence is extremely important. That's another big problem out there in the industry. There's a lot of false positives. Intelligence is very perishable. If I share something with you and it's a week too late, or even if now, what used to be sufficient to share intelligence in weeks before has gone to days, to hours, and almost near real time now. And that's what this is about, real-time automation to be able to do that. Initially, the Cyber Threat Alliance was about malware sample sharings. We realized that not everyone's going to have thousands and thousands of pieces of malware. So this is precisely with the point scoring system that we've developed. This is what this is geared towards. So it allows even people with very valuable research, potentially in smaller volume, to be able to make large contributions. So as an example, if you're sharing just one malware sample and everybody else has seen it before, you're not going to get a ton of points for that. But if you share context and attribution information to a threat actor, like this is what we're trying to do, build these playbooks at the Alliance, then that rewards a lot of points. So we're taking in anything valuable when it comes to cybersecurity practitioners on that angle too. So right now, we're focused on building our affiliate member base. You're going to see new people coming on board. There's been a lot of interest, just me here at RSA talking to people about it. This is something that's real now, and there's vested interest from, we have an inaugural board now, the CEOs of these global cybersecurity companies pushing it down. And they're extremely enthusiastic about this. Myself, I'm on the steering committee of the Cyber Threat Alliance, and I'm working with all those guys. When it comes to the new memberships, we're actively talking to new members at RSA. There's been good interest, so you're going to hear about that coming down. We can't announce them yet, of course. But the idea is right now we're focused on building that membership base. Affiliate members is what we're focused on. These affiliate member levels, they come in and they have inputs into the CTA. So we have standing committees set up. We have policies and procedures, policies and standards, algorithm and intelligence. So if there's interest from these affiliate members, they're not just getting access to the intelligence, they also have a voice. And that's what we're doing as a policy and standard as an example. We don't want to be like an IEEE where we're ratifying the things and standards, but collectively we're the experts, it's in our wheelhouse. So we can push that collective voice out to the industry. And that's been very exciting to a lot of the potential members I've been talking to.